This is Max Itagaki, and you're listening to Off the Ice.
Hello, everyone, and welcome back to another episode of Off the Ice, Season 2, Episode 4. Today, Brody Kaiser and Beth McKinney with you as always. Thanks so much for tuning in. And Beth, we had hockey this past weekend. How exciting was that to start the season? 2 shootout victories. Not only that, but the environment, the energy was awesome.
It was insane. We had, the arena was completely packed on Friday night, and Saturday night, the crowd showed up once again, which... if anyone knows about Bulldog hockey, you know that crowds are not always like that. It can be a little bit unpredictable. And with the football game, no one really knew what to expect, but oh my gosh, people showed up and they got excited. And the energy in the arena was insane. It was
so much fun to be a part of. The first game with everything college hockey here, shootout victory. What a way to start the season. Then we come back with this clean sweep of Ferris Athletics on Saturday for homecoming. Just an outstanding weekend in Bulldog athletics. We're looking to continue that, and I think there's a lot of promise from what we saw in that first weekend to sort of build off going forward. And that starts this weekend against Western Michigan.
Yeah, hopefully people stay excited and keep showing up, and the guys will keep giving them a good show. Yeah, absolutely. It was an awesome show to start. We'll hope that continues. And we got a good show for you today here on Off the Ice. Without stalling any longer, let's take you off the ice with Max Itagaki. And welcome back, everyone, to another episode of Off the Ice. On today's show, we are joined by Ferris State forward number 19, Max Itagaki. Max, thanks so much for being on the show with us today.
Yeah, thank you for having me.
So, big weekend for the Bulldogs, of course. Your first weekend playing with the Bulldog uniform on. 2 shootout victories. How exciting was that in front of what was 2 really good crowds as well?
Yeah, it was super cool. That was my first taste of Ferris State hockey. So, I think to see the crowd like that and the dog pound buzzing, it was awesome, especially to get 2 wins.
What really attracted you to come here to Ferris State in the transfer portal from Army?
I think the coaches just, they were really on me, and they really showed a lot of interest in me. And then obviously I've had a previous relationship with Andy. He was one of my best friends in junior, my last year junior. So he made it pretty easy for me to come here, and I live with him. So it's been good. I don't know. It's just he made it really easy for me to come here. The coaches made it easy for me. And I was just looking for a hockey school, and I thought I'd fit in pretty well here.
Yeah, for sure. Well, so far so good, right? A couple points for you on Saturday, and that's sort of been the MO of your career is finding ways to produce points. Even back with Army, you had 33 points as a freshman, was it and then 29 as a sophomore last year, and already off to a hot start in your Bulldog career as well.
Yeah, that was some of the most fun I've had playing hockey in a while. I think just this special group, and they made it super easy for me to play. My line mates were great, McGrath and Gibby, and it was fun playing with them.
Talk about what goes into all of the work that you guys had to do in the offseason, trying to blend this team together with 14 new guys, you being one of them on the roster, trying to mix in with the old guys, and then what put in so much work for you guys to come out and put together such a good product on the ice to start.
Yeah, I think it almost makes it a little easier having that many new guys. There's past culture, of course, but I think having all those new guys, everyone brings something else to the table. They recruited those guys for a reason, and I think the freshmen have done a great job incorporating into our group too. And we saw a couple out there last weekend, and I'm sure we'll see more. And we had to grind 3 weeks, I think it was, and we battled together, and I think it brought us a lot closer.
Yeah, awesome. Well, hopefully we can keep putting together results like this weekend, because the shootout victory is super exciting for the fans. I'm sure for you guys as well. It was a great feeling to be able to go down in front of the dog pound after those games and celebrate with them as well.
Yeah, it was awesome. I think that was pretty cool too at the end of the game where we go over there.
Yeah, for sure. All right, let's wrap up the hockey talk for now and go ahead and move off the ice for you, and Beth will take it away.
All right, so since you are one of our newer guys that just transferred in, go ahead and just give us a little bit of a background about yourself. Where did you grow up? What was your family like? Things like that.
So I'm from Glenview, Illinois. It's about 25 miles north of downtown Chicago. Grew up playing since I was 4 years old, and I got my mom and dad and my sister, Madison, and played junior hockey. Went to Janesville, Wisconsin when I was 17 years old. Finished my senior year there. It was COVID year, so kind of got canceled at the end of it, but went back for one more year there. Played up in Nanaimo, British Columbia for my last year junior, and then I went to Army for 2 years, my freshman and sophomore year, and then ended up in the transfer portal and found myself here.
Is that how you met Andy in juniors? Yeah, gotcha.
Yeah.
So that's a long trip then from Chicago area all the way up to British Columbia.
Yeah, but it was one of the best decisions of my life, so it was awesome.
Good, for sure. Talk about playing juniors. You know, a lot of guys really enjoy their junior hockey experience. You said you moved out at 17, right? So you've been sort of away from your family for a long period of time now. Yeah,
I mean, it wasn't too far. Janesville was like probably an hour and a half from my house in Chicago, but yeah, it was a tough experience for me being so young, going to school. It was like watching the other guys just like kind of just have a normal junior experience. And then, I mean, we had a lot of young guys, but going through school and trying to do that lifestyle is kind of tough because you got like practice at noon and then work out after, and you kind of got to figure out how to schedule classes and stuff. And so I think my next 2 years were a lot easier for me after, and I didn't have to worry about school. But I think living with a host family, I got to live with a couple of teammates too, so it was a lot of fun for me as a young kid.
Yeah, that's awesome. And most guys speak generally very positively about their junior experience. And it sounds like that too. You established some good friendships with guys like Andy, so that's awesome.
Yeah.
What initially got you like started with hockey? You said you started playing when you were 4.
Yeah, definitely my dad.
Your dad?
Yeah,
Did he play?
He played. Yeah, he wasn't that great, but he was a high school hockey player. But he loved the game and he knows a lot about it. But he got me and my sister into it when we were young.
So your sister plays too?
She did. She graduated from RIT. She played there.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
So hockey definitely runs in the family, huh?
Yeah.
That's good. So talk a little bit more about your time at Army. What goes into going to the School of Army without, outside of your life as a hockey player?
Like what aspects are you?
What about it is different than going to a school like Ferris here?
Like a normal university.
So I think the day in, like day out schedule is just like a lot different. I mean, they make it extremely hard for you. Like, I think the hardest part is like they try to make it a big time constraint for you, like all your work and stuff. So like I was taking probably my last semester, I was taking 20 credits.
Wow.
And so that on top of like some military like stuff that you got to do. And then hockey is just there's not a lot of time for relaxing or anything like that. So yeah, I mean, during the season, like there's not a ton of military stuff that like we had to do as hockey players because we were in season for so long. But there's just like you gotta wake up in the morning early, you gotta go form up outside, and then that was pretty much it for the day. Like there's inspections and stuff, like room inspections, uniform inspections, but other than that, like during the season, it wasn't too much military stuff. It was more academics and then hockey. But in the summers, we'd always have to do like some summer training, which kind of cut out of our like hockey training.
So the life of most student athletes that's already super crazy busy and hectic was just amped way up, essentially.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
That's intense.
Yeah, for sure.
So it sounds like you probably didn't have time for a lot of hobbies when you were at Army, but since you've been here, have you taken up any hobbies, or like what are some things that you like to do outside the rink?
I have. I've actually become a little bit of a bookworm.
Okay.
Trying to just get off the phone a little bit and read a couple books, but yeah.
What kind of books are you into?
I don't know. I'm trying to get into like different types of books. I've pretty much just been reading like, I don't know how you explain it, maybe like self-improvement books.
Yeah.
I don't know, a lot of Ryan Holiday. So, but yeah, I'm open to any suggestions. I'm looking for a new book. So,
what like type of genres? Like, are you open to any type of genres or?
Yeah. You got some good ones for me?
Maybe we'll talk after the podcast.
So what else do you like to do besides reading? I know you're super busy as it is, and you throw reading in there too. I'm sure that you don't have a lot of extra time, but TV, movies, pickleball, golf, anything like that?
Yeah, I like to golf. I'm okay at it. I haven't really been out here much, but we had like that one golf tournament.
Yeah, the team outing.
Yeah, haven't been back since, but I do like to golf. I golf a lot in the summer usually.
Yeah,
and then I like to watch TV. Just started that new Amazon hockey show. I forgot what it's called, but it's really good.
Is it?
Yeah.
Good.
That's like the one with the NHL players, following the NHL players. Yeah.
Oh, sick.
And then, me and Andy like to watch some shows. So we're looking for a new one. That one, like, it's probably our new one, but there's only like 6 episodes. So just finished Entourage. He's never seen it.
He's never seen that one?
I've seen it a lot, but I had to rewatch it.
I've never seen Entourage either.
I haven't either, but a bunch of you said that for your for the question of the week that I did. That was, what was your favorite TV show to binge watch?
Yeah. But other hobbies, I like to watch. I think, I'll just leave it at that.
What are your favorite 3 shows? Maybe is Entourage one of them?
Entourage number 1.
Okay.
Yeah. I like Suits. I think Suits is up there. And then, I don't know, maybe like Sopranos.
Okay.
Something like that.
Yeah. What type of show is Entourage? I don't really know anything about it.
It's like comedy.
Okay.
Comedy
All right.
show, yeah. It's like Mark Wahlberg produced it.
Gotcha.
And so like I think it's like based off of his life when he moved out to Hollywood, kind of, with his like buddies.
Mm-hmm.
So
I could definitely see that being really good. Might have to check that one onto the list for sure. But
yeah.
Right.
All right, Beth, what else you got for him?
We can go either follower questions, or I can throw a hard one at him.
Let's do one of the hard ones first.
They're not that hard. They're not that hard. They just make you think a little bit extra. All right. I'll do my easy hard one. What's an unpopular opinion that you have?
I'm a big pineapple on pizza.
Oh no! No!
Love it.
We gotta call Gibby.
Yeah,
for anyone that listened to the episodes last season will know what I'm talking about.
Really?
I
think that's like the most controversial question of all time. So
yeah,
like,
no,
it's definitely up there. That's been one of those internet things that's been tossed back and forth for a couple years now. So.
Oh yeah, we gotta call Andy. He just did laps with Andy, asking everyone if pineapple belongs on pizza.
That's something you've always liked, pineapple on pizza, or did you get more into it as you became an adult?
No, I've always liked it. I'm a big like fruit guy. I love pineapple, so
but on pizza,
I've always put it on there. Like when I was young, I think I got a lot of family in Hawaii, so when I would go to Hawaii, they'd have like Hawaiian pizza and it's pineapple and ham. So I would eat that. I was like, oh, I'm getting this every time. So
that was my next question was going to be, is just cheese and pineapple, or do you throw the ham on there too?
I do pepperoni and pineapple.
Okay. Yep.
A little crushed pepper too.
A little crushed pepper for some extra heat. Yeah.
Is the Hawaiian pizza in Hawaii is it like significantly better than anywhere else? No,
it's probably the worst type of pizza.
No, it's the worst there.
Yeah, they don't know how to make pizza. Oh, I'm saying that after I lived in I would go down to New York City every.
Okay, that's fair.
So.
That's fair.
Yeah, that makes sense. Talk about going to Hawaii. So you have family there. You've been there a couple times.
Yeah.
Do you like Hawaii?
Love
outside of their lackluster ability to make pizza.
Yeah. No, I love Hawaii. I think. I couldn't live there because there's no hockey around.
Yeah.
But
that's valid.
But I love going there in the summer. The weather is always the same. It's crazy. I like it. Beautiful. Like, I don't know, rainbows every day. It's crazy. But yeah, I love going out and visiting my cousins and my family there. But I haven't been in a couple of years.
Are you a big beach guy? Do you like beaches? Like a lot?
Yeah.
Do you prefer beaches or mountains?
I like them both. I think beaches, but I do.
Beaches.
I don't mind mountains. In the Nanaimo, we used to go hiking a lot, so it was pretty cool. That place is like, I don't know. If you've never been there, you should check it out.
I've never been there, but
Never been there.
I'm obsessed with mountains.
Yeah.
So any like
British Columbia.
I love hiking.
Mhm.
It's a spot for mountains.
All right, I'll have to go there.
Yeah, right. I got to go to Hawaii because I love the beach.
Yeah.
So, did you ever try surfing when you were
Yeah,
out
I've
there?
surfed a couple times.
So you can actually get up and you're good at it?
Yeah, I'm not like the best. I've only surfed like maybe 3 or 4 times in my life, so I can't like do the sick moves where you're like going under the waves, but I can just go like ride a wave straight.
You can get up on the surfboard, which
Yeah.
I've heard from people who can actually surf is the hardest part about surfing.
It is hard, yeah. It takes me a couple tries for
Yeah.
sure.
You can give Goody lessons because he did tell us that he cannot surf
Really?
from being from California.
It's all
Like,
about
no.
all about like the timing of like when you start paddling and like seeing the waves. So I don't know. It's just I'm not a pro or anything, but
Is it kind of a feel thing? You have to wait for the right moment to hit the wave and
stand up, pretty much.
okay, yeah.
That makes sense.
I've never tried, but I'm
I
really
haven't
curious to
either.
learn. So, all right, Beth. Now let's do some of the Instagram questions.
All right. All right. First one. What has been your favorite thing about coming to Ferris?
I think obviously like the team. I love the boys, and it's been great hanging out with them, especially that first 3 weeks. We got a lot of time to spend together. But I'd also say like just I've never lived in like a town, like a small town really, and so like it's pretty cool to see like it's like everyone knows everybody. It's crazy that I'm talking to these people like and they're like, oh yeah, I know them. And it's wild to me because that doesn't happen like where I'm from really. So
That's a really interesting perspective.
yeah.
Well, big shift from upstate Chicago essentially,
Yeah.
and then
Yeah.
Right.
upstate New York,
cool.
and
Right.
yeah. So
Yeah.
So that's I think that's been the cool part for me.
definitely.
Yeah, that's really cool. All right. Do you idolize your sister as a former D1 athlete also?
Oh yeah. I mean, what do I even say to that? Yeah, I guess I'll give her that one.
Oh my
Let's
goodness.
just say yeah.
Did you enjoy watching her play hockey?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was cool.
Why do you wear donut socks before games?
I wear my donut dress socks to every game. Just been one of my. I'm a pretty superstitious guy.
I was gonna say
so.
that's got to be a superstition.
So yeah, it's part of my routine, and I've done it for probably the last like 5 years. Same socks, still going strong. I mean, if you think about it, you only wear them for the game.
Well, yeah,
and you wash them.
I would hope so.
Yeah.
So you do wash them between the Friday and Saturday game?
Oh no.
Okay. So
it's
you
too
only
late
wash
at
them
that,
after
like,
the weekend.
Yeah.
We get out of here at like 11 o'clock.
Right.
Well, that's why I was wondering when you said you do wash them.
Right.
I was
I
like,
wash
in
them
between the games, or
no? I wash them every week. Yeah.
Good. Okay.
All right. Were you nervous in the shootout? What if you missed?
I don't know who asked that. Was that like someone I know?
Yeah.
Okay. No, I
was
mean,
your sister.
Yeah. Okay. No, I don't know why she asked that, because she asked me that like on the phone already.
So she already knows the
Yeah,
answer.
but I was
She wants
telling
everyone
her,
else to know the answer.
Yeah, you're obviously a little nervous, but I think like the situation, like that's the perfect situation to go into. Like you're tied, you could win the game. If you miss, like still got another shot. Like Westy saves another, and the next guy can go win it. Like
Yeah.
not that big of a deal. I think it's more pressure if you're like down a goal and then you're the last guy.
Right.
That's I think so. I think those moments are like the most fun. Like that's just what you like practice in like the basement or the backyard. Like you win the game.
Yeah.
So I think that was pretty cool for me.
Did you know that you were going third?
No idea.
So they had you hop off?
Yeah, I was like, if you watch, like I was sitting at the end of the bench, like looking down the bench to see who was going next, and I was like, oh, and I just thought, yeah.
How'd you feel as soon as because you made a great move to get back to the backhand, flick it up over. How'd you feel when you saw it go in the back of the net?
I was just relieved, honestly. I was pretty tired. That was a long game. Like long.
It was a long
two
weekend.
games.
Long 2 games,
65 minutes both nights. And so, I mean, I think it was just awesome, like, to see the crowd too. Like, that was pretty fun. Yeah.
It was sweet. I mean, I got to say, when you made the shot and all the guys came out, and then right at the end of the game, you guys go out to the center. You know, they say the Bulldogs, and then you slap the sticks, and then go race over to the dog pound. It's pretty awesome.
Yeah.
It's pretty awesome.
All right. Who is Iggy's favorite freshman? There's only one right answer.
Yeah, I know who asked this too. I know who asked this, so I'm not gonna say him. No, I know. I actually love all the freshmen. They've been really good. I think there's a lot of them that I'm pretty close with, and I think that's important too for like the older guys to like hang out with the freshmen and stuff, get them comfortable. And I think they've done a great job too with opening up. So, I mean,
That was a perfect answer.
There's so many of them.
There is a lot of them this year.
Yeah. I actually do hang out with quite a few of them, but I'll go with Chris Lee.
You go from I'm not gonna say an answer.
I'll go with Chris.
All right, Chris Lee.
Chrissy's my guy.
All right, Beth, let's get him.
Right.
Let's get him one more follower one.
Okay. What's it like living with Paul Blart, in parentheses, Andy? You probably know who asked this one too.
I don't know who calls him Paul Blart.
There's only one person that calls him Paul Blart.
Is it Bergie?
No.
Is it? I don't even.
It's Westy.
Westy. Yeah.
So what's it like living with Andy? You said you knew him before you came here, so you guys had that prior relationship.
Yeah. No. So like, I've known him since my last year junior. I met him. Maybe didn't like him at first, but no, he moved into a built house like 5 houses down from me, so we would always hang out. He didn't have a car, so I had to pick him up every day. But yeah, so we got pretty close hanging out there, and then coming here, I was like, "Are we living together?" And he was like, "Of course." So it's been good. I've never lived with him, but he's a lot cleaner than I was expect, which is surprising. But
that is a little bit surprising. Yeah. I'm kind of surprised by that.
No, but he's been good. It's been fun hanging out with him again, and he's I'm trying to think of like anything that he does that maybe I could tell you, but he's an early bird. He wakes up early. He's a go type of guy.
He reminds me of like a 65-year-old man that is like so like not in a bad way, that's like so set in his routine. Like up at the same time every day. He comes here in the morning and does the same thing every day. It's like that's what it reminds me of. Yeah, and I'm kind of like I just figure it out as I go type of guy. Yeah. So yeah, so we're different, but I think it works. It works. Yeah, that's fair.
Make it work. All right, awesome. Well, that's just about all the time we have for you. But first, before I let you go, I like to ask this of every guy who comes on to the show. What does it mean to you to be a Bulldog?
It's been great. I mean, so grateful to have the opportunity from these coaches and play with these guys. I think it's been so much fun for me. Just meeting these new guys and gelling as a team, and see like what happens. Like, I think the reason like good teams are good teams is because they're so close, and I think that's something that we have here.
Yeah, for sure. Well, great first weekend. Congratulations on that, the shootout victory. That was for you. The shot was awesome, and then thanks for being on the podcast with us again today. And good luck against Western Michigan this weekend.
Thank you. Yeah, thank you for having me.
Yeah, no problem. Thanks everyone for listening. We'll be back next week with more Off the Ice.
Thanks so much for watching another episode of Off the Ice. Make sure to follow Ferris Athletics on Spotify and YouTube for all of our episode drops. And watch out on the Instagram stories on Mondays for our question polls where you guys can leave questions for the next player that we're going to have on. As always, go Dogs.